For 2D game engine, I made a 2D platformer game called EvadeExtinction. As part of the assignment, we had to center the game around the theme of climate action. EvadeExtinction revolves around picking up animals and getting them to safety. The main enemy in the game is a firewall that chases the player, but the player also dies when they fall off the platforms. I decided to center my game around endangered animals. This concept came to me pretty early on in the development process, as I've always loved animals, so it felt natural to create a game devoted to spreading awareness about them. The main menu of my game features a start, options, and quit button. When you press start, it loads you into the level loader, where you can see 6 possible options, but for now you can only unlock 3. When you click the options button, you're able to change the volume of the SFX and the background music. And when you press quit, it exits the game. Once you're in the game, on the top right, you're able to see the counter of how many animals you are currently holding. And on the left, there's a pause button. Upon clicking that, a resume, restart, and quit button appear. When clicking the resume button, the game continues. When you click restart, it just restarts the level that you're at. And when you press quit, it brings you back to the home screen. After carrying out various playtests, I got many suggestions on how to improve the game. I unfortunately had to neglect some of these suggestions, like the idea of making an infinite game that keeps making more and more difficult platforms. Another good suggestion that I got was about the order of the buttons in the pause menu. Initially I had the quit button at the top, but upon playtesting I got feedback that it would be better if the quit button was at the bottom. The 3 levels that I have created are set in the first area, which is a jungle. I try to fit the background and the tiles the best I can to that theme, and the animals featured in this area inhabit jungles and rainforests. The player must maneuver the platforms as quickly as possible as to not get caught by the flame, and once they reach the finish line, they reach the next level. This then unlocks the corresponding level in the level loader, and the player can then access that level. In the background controller, I have the parallax effect, which basically creates depth in the background. As the player moves, so do the individual layers in the background. The collectible script collides with a collectible. The finish point script is assigned to the flag at the end of each level. This script allows me to have the option of sending the player to the next level over, or specifying which level I want them to go into next. It also unlocks new levels as the player progresses through the game. This can be seen in the level loader. The flame movement script moves the flame from its initial position to the finish point. The game manager script increases the collectible UI by 1 every time the player collects another collectible. The grab object script establishes where and when the collision occurs between the collectible and the player, and it dictates where the sprite is drawn. This allows the player to take damage. The iDamageable allows the player to take damage. The level menu script decides if certain levels can be interacted with or not, depending if they're unlocked yet. The main menu script loads the player into the game, and it allows the player to quit the game as well. The main audio manager script allows me to play SFX sound effects as well as background music. The new player movement allows the player to move. It also features ground check, which allows the player to jump. The object script is put on the collectible items, and it allows the player to collect them. The pause menu allows for the pause interface to come up, and it provides the buttons with the necessary information, like the script for the quit button to go into the home page, or for the resume button to keep playing the same level. The pause script also freezes time within the game. The player health script sets the player's health and allows them to die. I also added a camera shake when the player dies. When the player dies, the scene reloads. The spike trap script is on the flame, which allows it to deal damage. It is also an invisible border in the platforms. All around, the game builds tension and stress within the player as they have to rely on their reflexes and intuition to escape from danger, just like a wild animal.